guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Charlene for those of you who are new, and to my loyal subscribers, thank you as always for coming back. So today I'm dabbling into the world of luxury, niche if you will. So I've never tried any perfumes from this house, and I was surprised that I even received it because it was a gift from a very dear friend slash supporter. I wasn't expecting this. We talked about it. I know she got it, but I didn't know she was gonna send it to me. So I'm really grateful to be able to try these out, see how I feel about them, and share that with you guys. So today we're talking about Xerjoff. Now this is a luxury niche brand. There's a wide selection of perfumes under the umbrella of Xerjoff. To my understanding, there are different lines of fragrances. So my dear friend Monique, thank you girls so much, send this to me. So this was definitely an unexpected but very welcome gift because like I said, I have not tried anything from this house. I will include the price for you guys of these fragrances, as well as give you a visual of the real bottle. Here I only have samples, as you can see, and these are very small. Even if they look kind of big, they are small. Each one is about 2 milliliters, enough to share what my first impressions were, what I feel about the fragrance. I will start off by saying that I appreciate every different type of perfume because there's a target group for each type of perfume. So I appreciate what each fragrance is. Now, what I love and enjoy is something different. Because a fragrance has a certain price tag does not mean that I automatically like it. Of course, I enjoy the finer things in life. The price tag doesn't always matter. Just because I feel like some fragrances are affordable and they're amazing, and some fragrances are super expensive and they're not so amazing. So I will share my honest thoughts with you guys. What I felt like when I did my first impressions. I took notes, I documented my initial impressions of it, and then we'll just take it from there. Now, if you have these fragrances, feel free to share below with us what you think about them. The first one I'm gonna go with is Lira. On this cotton round, I have the fragrance. So my first impressions will be what I share first, and then I'll kind of give you an overview of what the fragrances are, including the price, some imagery, and all of that. So yeah, if you want to see what I think about it, please keep watching. I was super excited to open the fragrances, and the very first one I pulled out is Lira. The very first vibe I get from it when I spray it is that it's a citrusy scent. Then it becomes a very edible kind of scent that I really like. And then it's almost like it's mixed with something sweet, and that is the impression I get from it. So my first impression or visual to this one would be like a lemon drop. So my girl Monique, who sent this to me, she thinks that this is like a lemon cake, lemon drop, something to that extent, but something edible. Very pretty, but mostly edible. I really like it. After I did my very first impression, took my notes, did my little discovery of the fragrance, I went on the website. This one is definitely an oriental gourmand fragrance. It is described as like a femme fatale type of fragrance. I don't really agree. If a guy smells you, he'll be like, oh my god, she smells good enough to eat. Like that is the vibe I get from it. But it's not like a femme fatale, like bad type of girl. Like, no, it's not that. The opening is definitely bright. From the website, it shows that there's lavender flowers, licorice blossom, and then there's caramel and vanilla. That gives it that warmth that I'm getting, for sure. So since I sprayed it on that, it has been a while, and it still smells kind of like the same way it smelled when I first sprayed it. And it's very edible, very delectable. I haven't quite tested out the longevity and performance, but right off the bat, I'm liking this one, and I cannot wait to use it some more. So far, I'm really liking that one. I'm really enjoying it. So the next one I have here is Dama Bianca. And these two, Lira and Dama Bianca, they are from the same Casamorati line. Now this one is very interesting. When I first sprayed this, like the initial spray was like, this is okay. It smelled very rum-like to me, like a rum or liquor on ice, kind of. It's not like a champagne, bubbly type of smell. It's more like a rum-based type of smell. That's the vibe I got. Like if you look at it right here, it's pretty dark, like a darkened type of rum. But on the website, it's described as a white, warm fragrance. In the top note of this one, it says that there's lime and iris in the top note, but somehow like I don't get that. I feel like I get more of that lime citrusy note in Lira, more so than in Dama Bianca. That's what I got basically when I tried it for the first time. Yeah, I don't really get the lime, but it is mixed with iris. There's musk in it and lily of the valley. There's a lot of warmth in this fragrance. So that one for me was just okay. I felt like Lira was way more feminine, but this one was nice. It was okay. The next one on the list is Golden Dallah. When I spread this one, I felt like it was spicy. I felt like immediately that it was spicy. And I really like this one, but not for myself. I like this one because I feel like it almost kind of reminds me of, is it Allspice? Is it Allspice? Honestly, it has that freshness, but it still has that sharpness in it. These are the impressions I got immediately, like bay rum, bay oil type of vibe in it. Like a guy just like recently used his aftershave or something, and it is like virgin on more so less unisex and kind of more masculine to me. While I felt like Lira was totally feminine, I feel like this one would be on the masculine side. I felt like Casabianca was more leaning on unisex. I could smell Casabianca on a woman or a man, so I feel like it's leaning more unisex. This one to me is like Old Spice. I feel like it's uplifting. When I smell it, like it almost awakens my senses a little bit. So yeah, it is part of a collection called the Coffee Brick Collection. I do not know much about it. I do not get coffee, honestly. But supposedly there's coffee in this one. And to some people, they might instantly get it, but to me, I'm not getting it. I'm more getting that spice base from it. And when I checked the notes, they said that there was pink pepper, so I'm definitely not shocked. That is where that spiciness was coming from. Cardamom, yes, vetiver. My nose detects those notes more so than coffee. This one is Golden Dallah, and to me it's more masculine leaning. The last one on my list, I've heard this name before, Ouverture. If you said in French, it would be Ouverture. In English, Ouverture, I guess. So yeah, that's the last one on my list. Immediately when I spread this, I got a very woody vibe from it. And I was like, is this oud? But there's definitely a woody base. I don't know what it is. There's a woody composition in the base for sure. I felt like it was very warm, maybe a little smoky. For me to be able to wear it, I feel like I would need a little bit more sweetness from this one. So yeah, I'm not like a super fan of Ouverture, but I can definitely see why people would appreciate this one. The top note is orange, magnolia, and fig. The woodiness hits me right off the bat, like, I don't know. And then we have ylang ylang, rose, and jasmine. There's amber, vanilla, cedarwood, and incense in the base, which makes sense. So the woodiness, the smokiness I'm getting from this would have to be coming from those base notes. So I don't feel like I've smelled anything quite like this one. So to me, it's very interesting. Just to give you a quick recap on these are all very interesting fragrances. I want to thank Monique for hooking me up. I was not expecting this. A very pleasant surprise, and I really appreciate it. And so yeah, we have 4 fragrances from Xerjoff Universe. We have Lira, we have Dama Bianca, we have Golden Dallah, and we have Ouverture, whatever. Out of the four, I really love Lira. You could probably tell. If I were to buy a fragrance in the bunch, I would definitely go for Lira just because I loved it from the initial spray. It is yummy, it is delicious, delectable, all of that. Like, you definitely want to eat this one up. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I love it. My second favorite would be Golden Dallah because I like that spice, that old spice vibe it gives me. Like, it reminds me of a man stepping out of the shower, recently shaved, applying his aftershave straight off the shower. Just very masculine, very sexy. To me, this is more leaning masculine than unisex. And then the next one on the list would be Dama Bianca for me. So to me, it is warm. It has that character to it, a lot of depth. I like that dark juice. It just makes me think of like a rum based drink on ice, like on the rocks, straight up. So I kind of like that. I don't mind it, I just don't love it. And then the last one for me would be the Overture one, the Ouverture. This one is woody in the composition, makes me immediately think of oud, but that comes from the incense, I think, the cedar wood in the base and all of that. Very warm, very deep, lots of depth to this one. So yeah. So if I had to purchase one from the four, it would be Lira, personally. That is it for my little walk into the universe of Xerjoff. I really, really enjoyed discovering these fragrances, and I am excited to keep wearing them. I don't anticipate that my opinions will change much, just because I typically know if I love something right off the bat. Personally, my recommendation would be for Lira, but that's more if you're like a sweet gourmand type of person. If you're more into depth and character, I would go for Golden Dallah or Dama Bianca. As for if you just want that sharp, that presence, that depth, and then I would go for Overture. So yeah, there you have it. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Please share your thoughts and let us get to talking about Xerjoff. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.